Yeah, I'd like to start a lawsuit.
Who'd you like to sue today, sir?
The internet. And John Cena. Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh Weekly. As always, I am Robo, and early Merry Christmas. Merry early Christmas. What I'm trying to say is Merry Happy Holiday Christmas, whatever. And I'll let you in on a little secret. I even associate Christmas with Star Wars. I just can't help it. When I was a kid, late 70s, early 80s, can you guess what was under the Christmas tree most of the time? Sure, there was Transformers. Sure, there was, what else did I, oh, He-Man. Lots and lots of Masters of the Universe. There was a little bit of G.I. Joe. I didn't do a lot of G.I. Joe. But Star Wars were the big boxes, the Millennium Falcons, the Ewok villages, the stuff that my dad spent the rest of the day putting together. That's Christmas to me as a kid. As a kid, if you're watching this and you've seen any of these, you know that we're all just big kids around here. But let's talk about some toys. There's some good Smile Company, there's some Mattel, there is some Diamond Selects, there's some NECA, some Mezco. I'm so high on Mezco right now. Some Star Wars Black Series, and of course some Marvel Legends. You can't have Hasbro without having some Marvel Legends. First up, let's start this episode with some Robo Don't Know, because Robo don't know what Goblin Slayer is. But Good Smile Company, they did this one as kind of a, here's a little bit, here's a teaser, here's some very dark pictures to kind of show you what's coming. You know what's coming, but you don't see the full thing. They just went full movie trailer with it. And I think that's what got me super interested in this because, one, I like dudes in armor. Two, if the armor's beat to hell, that's even better because it looks like he's been through some shit. And three, don't tease me. That's the best way to get me interested in something. But the Figma Goblin Slayer does look cool. Apparently this is an anime or a series. I'm not quite sure. I've seen pictures and it looks nice. This looks pretty damn accurate to the source I've seen. Comes with a sword that sheathes on the left hip, comes with a shield that looks like it's been through some war, and then it comes with a club. I don't know what the club is for. Maybe it's easier to kill goblins with a club. Maybe it's a goblin's club. Maybe it's a trophy. See, I don't know. I do not know. But if you're like me and you don't know the source material and you're just wanting a cool armored character, this is a Figma. You have to remember they're a little smaller scale. This measures up to 5.7 inches. So if you're wanting to mix it with Marvel Legends or some bigger 6-inch scale, it may not work. But if you're a fan of Goblin Slayer or you just like armored characters by themselves, there you go. $59 will ship in July. Former Mattel employee Jason Langston continues to outdo Mattel in promoting their own product. On his Instagram, J&L Toys, he's posted some more promotional shots of upcoming DC Multiverse figures, and Green Lantern's looking cool. I can't help it. I'm a John Stewart fan, and just the design itself, I'm gonna need this. And while I haven't read a lot of modern comics, Rebirth seems, and I'm probably gonna get some argument in the comments section, seems to be a throwback to kind of costumes from the past. Not straight up, they're reinterpretations, but I'm a fan of that, like Astonishing X-Men, where it takes bits and pieces of classic costume, takes that aesthetic, and puts it in a modern setting. It's just cool. And in my brain, without reading Rebirth, I feel like that's... I'm talking out of my ass right now, aren't I? But Black Canary, she has the normal face, she has the screaming face, she has fishnet, so hey, that's Black Canary to me right there. You can put other kind of clothes on top of her, it'll still be Dinah. If Rebirth Black Canary is still Dinah, I don't know. And then Rebirth Hawkgirl. I feel like this pulls from the animated series a little bit, but it also looks like her comic costume. I like mishmashes like that. Ball jointed wings just looks nice. If Mattel would get these to stores, then I'd be one happy boy, even with some of the drawbacks that the modern figures seem to have. Also for DC Multiverse, Paul Mart's store has posted their solicitations for the DC Multiverse Deluxe Dark Knight Joker and the Batman Returns Penguin. Now Penguin, I'm absolutely sure I've seen before. We've seen the prototype for a while. I think it was Toy Fair last year where we first saw it. And looking at this, it doesn't seem the paint is as nice as what I've seen before. Was it San Diego? Was it something else? But now that we see it in plastic, it's looking a little bit duller. But the shape is there, the sculpt is there. I may not be able to pass this one up, but it comes with extra hands. It looks like flippers. It comes with a removable hat. It comes with an umbrella, and then the umbrella has a removable effect piece. And then there's Joker, and I've heard a lot of talk of how many Dark Knight Joker figures do we need? Sure, I love the Mafex. Sure, people like the SH figure arts. I don't, but that's cool. Dark Knight Joker is just one of those designs that needs to be refreshed in brick and mortar stores or online stores every so often. It needs to be out there because people may have missed the older ones. Maybe they need a new one. And the new one looking pretty good. I mean, the paints could be slightly better, but I could say that about 99% of action figures. Double elbows, double knees. I can't wait to see what the exact range there is. He's got a rifle, he's got a pistol, he's got a knife, he's got a splayed out card deck. The bases for both of these figures hide the accessories. You can store those in there, which is cool. I guess the signature series before this does that. I haven't picked those up. Now, I'm not sure of the suggested retail price, but Paul Mart Store has them listed for Joker is $35, Penguin is $40, and they're supposedly shipping in May. This is Mattel, so take that with a grain of salt. Allegedly. They are allegedly shipping in May. Diamond Select has posted new solicitation pictures for their Marvel Select Avengers Infinity War Thor and Groot, and then Iron Spider. I'm really interested in Groot. Thor looks a little bit odd in the head, and I don't know what is going on with his arm. It may be hyperextended. I think it may be forward and then the elbow back a little bit. I don't think it's, of course, it's hard to tell from the pictures. And then his ankle's tweaked a little bit to the side, but these are preliminary promotional shots. They may not be like that in the eventual packaging. But Thor comes with several sets of hands. His hammer is looking cool. And like I said, Groot may be the draw for me here. And then with Iron Spider, we get the Waldos that are actually colored like the Iron Spider costume. I haven't done extensive research, but I hear some people saying it's supposed to be like this. I hear some people saying it's supposed to be gold. It's been a little bit since I've seen an Infinity War, so I'm not quite sure. But I do like that they're like this here, because we have gold Waldos from other companies. Here with the color ones, again, that may be the draw for me. Captain America is listed on the back of the packaging, but we've been told that we will see him very soon. And then Diamond Select also teased their Marvel Select Captain Marvel in Star Force armor. How can you tell it's in Star Force armor? Because they said so. That's the only thing, because essentially it's either green or it's red and blue. NECA! Quarter scale Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990 movie Shredder. They continue with the teases saying, oh, this is what's coming, here's what it's looking like, and this is the biggest view we've had so far. And yes, it reminds me just how big Shredder's helmet was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There was a lot of shadow all the time. It was hard to tell that it was this big. So in bright light, it looks a little bit odd. In a toy room, in some shadow, that's gonna look good. And I know you're sick of hearing it, but I'm hoping the quarter scale Shredder means eventual 7-inch Shredder. Same sculpt, shrunk it down. Mezco was on a tear again this week. They debuted, well, they kind of threw out there and then it was all gone. Their Mezco exclusive 1/12 Collective Popeye. And if you don't know already, if you haven't heard in several videos since I did the review of the standard Popeye, oh man, this figure is so damn amazing. I mean, seriously, come here. It is still in my review space, hanging out with Gus and other stuff I've reviewed since. That's how good it is. He's hanging out in there. I play with him every now and then. I have to walk by and go, oh man, that looks great. Or I just walk by and look over and think, that is an amazing action figure. So Mezco went, oh man, you want some more Popeye? Yes, I would have liked to have seen Bluto or Olive Oil or Wimpy or, you know, a cast of characters to go with this Popeye in the same scale, but I'll also take the white sailor suit Popeye. There were already customs being made. We saw amazing pictures, and now, well, for those of you who got in on the hour pre-order, now we get the white suit. It looks cool. Besides the white suit, it's all the same accessories. And I know the P-coat isn't shown on the accessory page, but it's listed down under, and there's also a promotional shot of him in the P-coat. Also different is the packaging, and I heard a lot of people comment that that was the main draw here. It actually comes in a spinach can tin. Oh man, it's just so cool. The urge to smash it when I get it it's gonna be strong. I don't know. Ooh. But it's too cool to just smash, right? Also from Mezco this week, the 1/12 DC Hal Jordan Green Lantern went up for solicitation. Now this is a previews exclusive, so it'll be available at all online shops that shop through previews. And this is another case of all the same stuff, some different costume, different head. We of course have the Hal Jordan heads, the neutral, the screaming, and someone mentioned that the neutral looks a lot like Matt Damon, and now I can't unsee it. It's spitting image. But also different is the design on the costume, which is cool. I'm good with that. Hal and John should have different looking costumes, and the Mezco-fication of it just differentiates it even more. And at first I looked at it and I thought, oh man, I love it. For some reason, I didn't know. Just automatic reaction it was to pre-order it. And then I saw people commenting on the white gloves and the white boots. And then I remembered Hal's classic costume had green boots, which in my brain was always kind of screwy. For some reason, my superhero fashion sense says gloves and boots match a lot of the time. So Hal's white boots always stood out at me. It was like stark contrast to the rest of the costume. Giving him white boots ties it all together in my head. It looks better. And I know a lot of classic fans are gonna go, it doesn't look better because it's not right. I'm not knocking that. I understand that it's not right. I just like it better. My big gripe is he comes with the same effects as Jon Stewart. I feel like they should have done something different here, like a big fist or something else goofy. That's what I think of Hal's constructs. Goofy stuff. John's are more technical, more military. If we get an eventual Kyle Rayner, I would like to see his more artistic, and then I'm gonna need a Guy, which Guy just needs one punch. Also, the lantern does light up, and I don't remember them saying this about the Jon Stewart, or maybe I just glossed right over it. I tend to do that a little bit because I'm excited about seeing plastic. But the light in the lantern is actually activated by putting Hal's fist with the ring in it. That's kind of magical. I'm okay with that. This is $85 and it'll ship next August. Well, maybe around August, maybe Christmas next year. These were eventually supposed to go up for solicitation and ship in January, but they have been found at Target, which means online retailers shot them up real quick. So go over to Dorkside Toys and order you a case of the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series Archive Wave 1. Along with solicitations, we get new promotional shots. Boba Fett, I don't know how he's going to benefit from any kind of print tech. I want to say a little bit of the silver on the helmet is going to get printed on just to make it look more detailed, more accurate, but otherwise this is more of a, hey, did you miss Boba Fett the first time? Here you go. There's a second chance. Plus, with the bounty hunters being finished this year, it's like a bounty hunter blowout. Let's get them all out at nearly the same time. Same goes for Bosk, but I'm going to need an extra one of him to make a Boshek. Same costume, need some human features, I need a 70s sideburns head. Good to go. IG-88, I don't know what I'm going to do with an extra of him, but there's other IG units, right? I'm trying to talk myself into it as I'm standing right here. Yes, I will need more Star Wars figures. And then lastly, there is X-Wing pilot Luke. Now, we've seen him at the celebration last year. A lot of people didn't get that one. So to get another X-Wing Luke is pretty cool, especially with the face printing tech. Unfortunately, in the promotional shot, it looks like holiday special Luke with the extra eyeliner. It looks a little bit off. We've learned since the onset of photoreal that promotional shots and really close-up pictures don't do the technique any justice. We've learned that when we get it in hand at a normal distance, under normal eyes, under old man eyes, that it looks fantastic. I'm hoping the same for X-Wing Luke. Plus, with extras of him, you can make other pilots, Rodian pilots, Biggs, Wedge. It may be a little bit short because that body is a little bit short, but it'll still work. If you order a whole case, they're 2 each. There's not like 3 Lukes and 1 Boba Fett, or all Boba Fett's, 1 Bosk, 1 IG-88. Hasbro's done shipping for the year, the whole 2 weeks of the rest of the year, so these should be hitting in January. And then Marvel Legends. The train never stops. It looks like the Spider-Man Legends Kingpin wave is being found at Target or GameStop or somewhere. I've seen pictures on Facebook popping up. It's up for pre-order right now. It's supposed to ship in January also, because January is going to be a hell of a month for plastic. Because in January also, a Black Panther Wave 2 should be shipping. But we also got new solicitation pictures for the Marvel Legends Captain Marvel Wave. We already knew all about this. We're just getting newer, pretty pictures. Nothing wrong with that. I like looking at this stuff, and it also gives me an idea of what the figures will be like eventually. No shit, man. It's pictures. It's showing what you're getting. Grey Gargoyle, I just like the character. I've been wanting this forever. Yes, he could use a texture on him. Yes, he could use less bar of soap sparklies in it, but it's still Grey Gargoyle. It still looks good. The overall shape is there. The essence since I'm talking about soap, the essence of Grey Gargoyle works for me. Genisville, however you want to say it. I like this costume. I prefer his Marvel look with the Starfield in the shadows, but I'll take this too. Maybe this is a precursor to getting that. Maybe that'll be a variant of when we eventually get a comic style Marvel. Hasbro, please. Come on. Nick Fury with the cat. We knew that was coming. The cat in shackles, a gag. But this new picture of Nick holding him up like this, it's perfect. I need it even more now. Talos, not a lot more to be revealed here. He's a Skrull. He reuses some Loki parts. If it works, it works. I'm not gonna grab. Especially with all the rest of the new sculpt going around lately. Captain Marvel doesn't reveal any much else. A unmasked head, masked head, hands. And then bomber jacket Captain Marvel. Again, looking like Leslie Knope a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Her hair kind of windswept. The bomber looks cool. And she also comes with the cat. But, ooh, Hasbro, you're getting a little bit tricky. It's gonna be hard to open this when you have it posed so cute. But that also gives me an idea of what she'll look like on the shelf. And that's gonna be my eventual pose, probably. Now, for whatever reason, Hasbro didn't set out solicitations for the last figure in the set. Maybe there's some kind of spoiler going on with it. Maybe it comes with an extra head. I don't know. Probably not. Maybe it was just forgotten. We also didn't get a pretty picture of the Kree Sentry. Hopefully we'll see that soon. This wave is set for January 15th. It's a little closer to the movie release, but it's only 2 weeks after 2 other cases of Marvel Legends. But don't think you're getting off that easily, because Hasbro's got to get their money's worth out of these new Captain Marvel molds. Also in January, well, there's 2 exclusives. Exclusives, you never know when they're going to pop up, but they're scheduled for January 1st. There is Binary. My accent makes me want to automatically go binary. But this is Captain Marvel in Super Saiyan. Energy effect, her hair's like energy, her effects on her, instead even the mohawk is energy effect, and I'll admit it, I like it. Maybe because I just said Super Saiyan, maybe because everybody's been saying Super Saiyan. There's 3 I'm buying. Binary is exclusive to Walmart. Exclusive to Target is the Star Force Captain Marvel. This is her in her green armor costume. From what I can tell, it's mostly the same sculpt, just different color. But this one's kind of cool because most people will want 2. You need Star Force Captain Marvel, and you also need the alternate parts to make Minerva. Has the holster, has the rifle, has the scarf, and it has the head. Now, if you look at reference pictures from the movie, from the trailer that we saw, this doesn't really look like Minerva from the movie. And I'll be honest, I don't know what Minerva looks like in the comics. I don't remember. So this is off preliminary art, or it is off the comics, or it's based on something else. Just a Star Force soldier. But extra parts are cool. Not gonna complain about that. That's 4 I'm buying. I'm getting all of them. Each one's $20 a piece. Like I said, January-ish. So much stuff so close together because we have the next Avengers wave in March, the vehicles hitting in April, and then the X-Men Caliban wave in May. Just, I can't, I'm not gonna gripe about getting new plastic, but boy, my wallet's gonna be like, stop, please, stop. Concerning the Caliban wave, the double packed figure there will be Gambit. But that wave's so good, I would have went for any of them double packed. I thought it would be Wolverine, but that's a lot of naked Wolverines hanging around on store shelves. And then finally, this picture's been going around this week. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty damn sure it is an SH Figuarts armored Thanos. But man, we rarely see leaked pictures of SH Figuarts figures, and they're saying this is a factory figure, which at the same time, we rarely see SH Figuarts figures ran before actual solicitation. Usually they're solicited, and then we have to wait several months to get it. But there have been exceptions to that rule, like the episode 8 figures. They, bam, date, out. Maybe Avengers Endgame has so much hype behind it that they're confident in doing the run before the actual solicitations. I don't know. But that's definitely SH Figuarts style articulation. That's the same, mostly the same faceplates as the unarmored Thanos we already got. Don't know why it's missing the Infinity Gauntlet side. Maybe he has interchangeable piece with a regular arm on it. And then swords, I think we've seen those in a couple of places. An electronic figure from Hasbro. Is it 2 swords? Is it 1 sword broken in half? I don't know. But I'm sure we will find out closer to Endgame coming out. Dang it, Bandai. So that's it for this week, the last weekly before the holidays. Not that I'm taking any holidays off. Monday, I should have the DC Multiverse Lobo wave, and then we'll play for the rest of the week after Christmas Day. Maybe we'll do a 6-inch, maybe we'll do a figure of fodder, but I feel like I'm gonna do multiple toys at the same time, get them blown out, get them on my shelves, get to play with some plastic. And with that, I hope you get all the plastic you want next week, and maybe even some plastic you don't want, because there's no bad plastic. That's a lie. There is bad plastic, but I'm willing to give it all a chance. So if you like this weekly, comment, like, subscribe. I don't know why I'm getting all smooth. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.